Good morning. Hopefully you can hear me. It is Saturday morning and I'm sure you can hear the neighbour across the road doing some work with his electric plane by the sound of it. I'm going to have a bit of a clean up on the driveway today, as I said, and also try and get that water pipe sorted and the fibre cable sorted. To start with, I'm just going to load all of this timber and stuff on the trailer so that I can take it back to where it needs to go. The reason I decided that I would do this is because quite a lot of it has nails in it still, so I want to de-nail that so that it's all ready to be reused for the top wall. But I'll de-nail it up there rather than down here. You may be wondering why I'm keeping all of these pieces of short pieces of retaining board, and the reason is that once we have the top wall in, then obviously we need to do a lot of planting between the top wall and the bottom wall down where the slip occurred, and because that's just clay, things aren't going to grow in it. So I will need to make some little boxes, if you like, or little mini retainers to put some decent soil into for the plants to survive. So all those little bits of retaining board will come in handy for that job. But we're a little way away from that yet. But timber is expensive, and so you don't get rid of it without first considering what the possibilities might be further down the track. Having cleared away all the timber, the next job for the day was to move the water supply pipework and the fibre cables. I turned the Toby off down at the street and drained the water out of the line. Once I had done that, I went around the other side of the wall and disconnected the line so that I could reroute it under the sewer pipe rather than over the top where it had ended up. I then moved up the bank to move both the water line and the conduit with the fibre cables in them out of the temporary wooden cradles that are supporting all the pipework. The fibre and water supply lines don't need to be in there anymore, and it's better probably that they aren't. I need to move the fibre conduit for reasons that I will explain a bit later. You may be wondering why I moved the fibre cable, or conduit, which was the greeny coloured one. It's green at the bottom anyway. And that is because this box here, I would like that a bit higher, but the cable is too tight to do that. So that was one reason why I've dug that down into the dirt, so that this will actually pull through a bit. I don't need much, but there wasn't anything there before. That was part of the reason, and also because we are forecast to get some rain, and so I wanted a channel down through that clay where the water runs, so that hopefully I won't get a lot of clay washing down because I've kind of cleared a channel, and then the water can come down and hit the drain at the bottom here, the P drain, and hopefully we won't end up with a whole lot of clay on top of the fabric, because I really want to get those stones in there on top of that fabric, but that's next week. So now I'm going to move this up slightly, and then I'm going to deal with the tap. I need to shorten this piece to get it closer, and yeah, you'll see. If you even have a little bit of grot on the pipe, that can cause it not to seal, which is not ideal. And if you get a little mark this way, then the water just passes through. So we need to make sure we get this right, because I don't want to have to be trying to grovel in under there to sort that out. So I need about that much. This is where I'm up to. You can see the fibre cable coming down there, and what I have now done is I have dug down here. So this is the drain from behind the wall coming out here. Ideally I want to connect that into this stormwater pipe here, but having just put the spade through that, which wasn't ideal, but I have to cut that anyway if I'm going to put a Y in and put this into it. The tricky bit is, as you may remember from other places, that at the time I thought it was a good idea putting the water pipe underneath the stormwater pipe, but the problem of course is that when you want to cut the stormwater pipe, that then becomes a bit of an issue. So I will need to do that very carefully. I'm still thinking about how I will do that. And in the meantime, while I think about it, I'm going to go and have some lunch, because it is that time already. See you after lunch. Bye. I have had a quick lunch, but it has started to spit a little bit. I'm not expecting a lot of rain this afternoon. It's more supposed to come where was I? Yes, not expecting much in the way of rain this afternoon, more overnight and tomorrow, but I do need to clear all of this clay and rubbish off the driveway sooner rather than later. So I will do that first and then have a look at that drain and the connection and see if I can sort that out as well before the rain arrives. Alright, let's get after it. As they say in cricket, rain stop play. I cannot really cut into this stormwater pipe because you may or may not be able to see, but there is already water flowing down there. That is the main stormwater from both the houses, so I'm not surprised that there's water already going down there. So we will abandon that plan for today and come back to it on Monday. That's alright, the rain stayed away all week and that was excellent because we did get the wall done. Good morning. It's a new day, a sunny day as you can probably tell. When I say morning, it's 23 past 11 in the morning. I have been doing other things this morning. So now I need to return to the drain connection that I didn't complete on Saturday due to the damp mist falling from the sky. So I'll show you what I have here in preparation, what the plan is, and then set about doing it. As you saw previously, we have the drain coming out from under the wall, and you can see that with the rain that we had over the weekend, it's worn a bit of a channel down through here, and we obviously had a reasonable amount of water coming through here, and I need to connect that into here and also remove this broken piece. So what I need to do is I need to cut this about here somewhere. Notice that crack goes all the way through to about there. But as I explained, I've got water pipes and things under here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this piece of aluminium and I'm going to slide that underneath there as a protection for those pipes. But I'm also going to take this out piece by piece with the renovator rather than just trying to rip it. It's not really going to work using the reciprocating saw, trying to go down through there because it's hard up against here anyway. And then I need to position this in the right place. That needs to come around a bit, like so. So I need to be able to slide this down onto here and also slide a bit of pipe up into there. That's just how I'm going to do it. Technically, I probably should get a piece that goes over the top and then onto the pipe, but it'll be fine for what this is all about. And then I will put a piece of pipe in here, and it will have this sleeve on it to go up onto there. Now when you purchase these, due to the pressing or casting process, they always end up with a little ridge on the onside here. So I've taken to that with the file so that now this will actually slide quite easily up over there. If you don't take the ridge off, they can get stuck, which is not ideal when you've got hot glue. When I say hot, it's not temperature hot. Hot glue means, there's a can of it there, is that it means it sets really quickly. And so you need to be sure that everything's going to go together as you want it to. And so that's the plan. So I will now set about cutting this through here initially, and then also cutting it back down here where I need it to go for this Y to fit on comfortably. Let's get on to it. You will have seen that I didn't actually really use the aluminium underneath because I discovered that the water pipe is actually out to the side, and underneath is the old perforated overflow that I had in behind here to collect the water, and that connects in down to this further down the drive. How much water makes it down that far, I don't know, but anyway, so this one goes here, and you'll see that I roughed up that end here with a bit of emery tape, and so then I need a short piece to go through to there and a short piece to go through to there, through between these two. I will cut those and fit them in and we'll be good to go. I've decided that actually That's a bit too floppy in there. I will go and see what I can find, whether I do have the correct bit to go over that. I may have used them up the top, in which case I think I might just go and get one. It'd be a shame to not do it properly at this point when it would be so easy. Alright, let's see where we go to. As I thought, I did not have what I needed. What I had was this one, which is not the right size on that side or that side. It's for a different use. This one will go over there like so, and over there like so. So that's what I need to make life easier for myself. I'm going to go and remove the ridge from the inside of this here so that I can slide the 90mm through there and then back into the fitting down here. Otherwise things might all get a little bit tight. Removing the ridge from the inside of the fitting proved to be a bit more difficult than I had expected, but I got there in the end with the aid of files and scrapers. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope that you have been entertained. Next I will move up to the other end of the retaining wall and sort out how we are going to have access up behind the wall. As part of that, there is more digging of clay, post holes to be dug, and concrete to be mixed. As with most of this, it is a straightforward process. It just takes time and energy to achieve. I'm sure there will be the usual, well, for me anyway, twists and turns of how things are accomplished. If things go according to plan, there will also be something a bit different in an upcoming video, which will involve vehicles, mud holes, and a bit of fun. Well, I can say that that's not some of my best work, but it will do the job. Good to have it done. I'll fill the hole back in and get on with the next thing. Bye!